Hey guys, sorry about that. Like I said, I was eating toast, and that seemed more important than this. So, give me 1 sec. It's noon somewhere, right? Linda, I don't know about his video. I haven't watched it. Obviously, I'm not going to right now. It's just not that important. All right. She is looking high and low for money to pay those fees. Well, let me tell you guys, I'm broke as fuck. So if these guys want to sue me and think that's going to make up for the income she's not giving her attorney, that's a big mistake. I will give that guy pennies that I have pissed on if I have to. But, I would also stop making monetized YouTube content and just do it for free. Let me see. We got a little something here, but first I want to talk about this lawsuit issue. So David Gingras filed a copyright strike against me, as he said he would, even though people warned against it. He's made some false claims. I don't get to see, what he wrote in the actual copyright complaint yet, but I do, see what he wrote on Twitter and what his arguments were. His arguments were one that I, used it for commercial purposes, which is a lie. If he had actually watched, he would know that I demonetized the stream. He would also know that I'm not the person who was directing people away from his video to watch mine instead. That wasn't me. And I'm no fault to that user. That user has every right to recommend a different video, other than David's. They're well within their rights to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, thanks, Bruce, for the five gifted. Appreciate it. Cheers. So, like, I'm not the one who did that. I'm going to show it to you right now because I'm not an idiot. And when he said that he premeditated, his false strike, I went ahead and saved a copy of my stream. It's ass quality. So the fact that he took the time to remove an ass quality stream is kind of funny in itself. But, I'm going to show you exactly where I proved that I'm not that user. So we're just going to break down step by step why he was lying in what he said. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll pull it up. Thank you, the Magdalorian. I appreciate you. 20 more from me. I will help you fight against these two buffoons. Thank you. Guys, Omar will also be helping me with the counterclaim. The issue is after I file the counterclaim, he has 10 days to respond, either by dropping it or by showing proof that he's taking legal action against me. And we we all know he's not going to drop it because that would not really fit with his ego. So despite the fact that I'm about to prove to you that what he said is not true, that doesn't matter. And I would rather go to court than let this guy bully me. Honestly, I would. My parents helped pay for this trip. I could not do it by myself because, like I said, I'm broke as fuck. I'm in debt. If you think you're going to get paid for your, legal work by suing me, then you must not think you're worth much. I mean, goddamn. That umbrella guy, thank you. Forget the loser. Fair use protects you, and if he wants to go further, he's going to get shamed. Well, I'm looking forward to it, honestly, because I'm so tired of, and I'll tell you this, like I, in my life working in mental health and healthcare, have been in a situation before where there was so many like injustices or people like breaking the laws, skirting the laws, breaking the rules. And people would say like, well, it's not worth getting in a pissing match over. So like for a lot of my life, the things I've been passionate about, I've unfortunately had to stand by because I had no power. I wasn't a manager. I wasn't a supervisor. And I had to just let things happen the way that they wanted things to happen. And I saw, awful things happen to patients and to people who really deserved better, the people who were supposed to stick up for them and do better for them just didn't want to because they would get paid the same no matter what. And because they didn't have to, nobody was going to do anything about it. This is the first time in my life I actually have a say. So, no, I'm not going to, back off just because it would be inconvenient to go to court. Fuck that. Fuck that guy. I'm going to stand up for myself. And if I lose, I lose. Whatever. But I don't think I will. Sick of this douchebag and his client exploiting people that have been abused. All right, hang on. Let me share right here. And like I said, this was a shit quality video, so the fact that he had to remove this is hilarious. And don't worry, I do have proof that he said she never got, you know, never got a doctor to tell her she had boy-girl twins. We'll get to that. Let me find it in here. Because this was a what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. And his video was 45 minutes. The internet, where your cesspool is my jacuzzi. I don't know if y'all can hear that very well. You know, I am in Australia right now. I have a couple of hours to kill before I go see this play that Pamela. All right. You know, I'm just going to skip to the part about the... It's going to be talking about what you're saying, and that's fine. That's perfectly legal. I'm not... All right. There's a little bit... I did watch a little bit in the...
Okay, guys.
And I can skip that. Sorry, the internet...
Here at 4:15 on the 14th of November.
Trying to think about that. And his client should stop... But yeah, it's like fairly... I just need to find his tweet. You like them, you like their personality. Hold on, guys, I'm pulling it up right now. Because just like when he tweeted his phone number at me, he could have my address and show up, and I still won't want to talk to him. So, what a dick. All right. I don't know if I can find it right now, but calling me an asshole, but like, it's fair. Probably. I'm both. So I'm just me, just a person who thinks that person posts any part of this, I will copy. So it's about me stuff of saying here that I'm directing people away from his video, right? I'm not the person who tweeted this, and he, you know, still hasn't addressed that. He like claimed that I was trying to take views away from him on purpose, but actually, like, this wasn't even my tweet, and this person was well within their rights. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Just, you know, I just want to have a little documented proof, since the whole video got removed, that this guy is a lying asshole like that. And that's, you know what, I thought about it, and I was like, well, I talk about... I don't want to talk to this guy directly, and it's because of shit like this. He was, like, tweeting his phone number at me. I've had him blocked for several months, 6 months to be exact, I think. There's actually, you can go back and see where I blocked him in May. And he, you know, tweets about me and stuff like that. And that's, you know what, I thought about it, and I was like, well, I talk about the guy. Why shouldn't he be able to talk about me? That's fine. But I don't have to, you know, sit here and take these threats. Okay. New rule. If any JFC YouTube person posts any part of this, I will copyright strike you. You cannot do that. This is fair use to play and give commentary on these videos. And you know, as an attorney, like, what fair use is. I have freedom of speech to comment on it however I want. And if you intentionally file a false copyright strike, that is illegal. The reason is this JFC asshole. And then, of course, there's me, the JFC asshole. I'm not actually associated with any of the JFC accounts. I'm not behind JFC Twitter. I'm not behind JFC Instagram. I'm not a subreddit mod. None of that. So I'm just me, just a person who thinks that your client is a liar. I'm not actually part of any special group or anything like that. So yeah, it's just me, just one asshole, man. That's it. But you really shouldn't attack an entire community, because that's a little ridiculous. It's not copyright infringement, but I'm one forgive credit where it's due. I'd like the commentary, but I also like to see original source. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm considering, like, do I want to go to his YouTube channel and show it, or do I just want to show, like, a playback? And yes, exactly this. You realize you're saying that you're planning to submit false copyright strikes. Fair use is a thing, and knowingly submitting a false copyright claim is against YouTube terms of service. People are allowed to show parts of your video and comment on it. That's true. That's correct, Lemur Yellowtail. Let me hide the screen here for a second, guys. Oh, pond scum, not asshole. I mean, I'm both, probably. I'm both by that. Hey, Rob, what's going on? Lauren, shut up. Get to the good stuff. Can they get in trouble with YouTube for so many false strike attempts? This seems harassing. I think they can, but it would be like a lengthy process, and I would like to avoid it if I could. If he decides later on to try to strike me for this, then yeah, of course I'm going to fight it. his client failed miserably multiple times to, well, at first she had like tried to copyright strike everybody over the image that you see in my thumbnails.
Thank you for that.
And then she just tried and cherry picked and tried to strike me once because I read one of her Medium articles and I was giving commentary on it. And you know what? YouTube said, you know, like, no, that's not a copyright strike. This is fair use. And I have some confidence that they will, you know, come through and do the same thing again, because I've called him an asshole a few many times. And it sucks because I start to like him a little bit more, right? And I start to think I wish that he would just be more like he was in his video the other day, because I thought that he came across pretty palatable and he did a good job, a decent job. Like, I didn't agree with all of what he was saying, but I thought he did a decent job. So for him to come out and threaten me like that, and it is threatening me because he says this is because, hang on. Yeah, what did he say exactly? He said new rule of any JFC YouTube person, but then he says it's because he says the reason is this JFC asshole. So, yeah,
So if you're coming into the stream late, guys, I see quite a few more people have joined us. Before I get to the photo proof that I have of what he said, I'm going to show you why he's suing me for up to $150,000 and how he lied about it.
I don't know, man. I can't imagine being an attorney and making threats like that. That's ridiculous.
This stream was taken down, by the way, because David Gingras said I was trying to direct people away from his, you know, video and affecting his ability to, you know, get views or income or something like that. And also said I used his whole video, which I'm going to show you. I did not. So this won't take too much longer.
Laura called the police on a Florida creator. Yes, I remember that. That was Liz Neptune. And funnily enough, that was during like the Christmas holidays. And like David was complaining.
Shut up, Lauren.
Because somebody said something on TikTok that she didn't like on the holidays.
We all know that story.
Sue you for telling the truth. They can't copyright strike you for, you know, fair use. It's, you know, they can have my address, but I don't know what they're going to do with it.
They're not going to have my address, by the way. Omar has graciously agreed to help me draft my counterclaim, and then also I'll use his office address. So this creep doesn't have my address. Like I said in this before, like the guy was tweeting his phone number at me. I was like, I don't want to talk to you. And he continues to, you know, try to, you know, bug me, but whatever.
Because just like when he tweeted his phone number at me,
there you go.
He could have my address and show up and I still won't want to talk to him. So thank you, Bronco Fett. I appreciate you.
This is a virtual mailbox. I have one of those, actually.
So you know what? I know that did probably hurt his feelings a little bit saying that. So what I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go to his channel page and I'm going to comment on it from there.
Listen to that carefully one more time. And I said, I am going to go to his channel page and show it. So not exactly trying to take the click away. And also, because I know it hurt his feelings. Like, listen to me. This asshole's doing this to me. He's going to sue me for 150 grand for something that was not monetized, covering something else that was not monetized. Okay? And I'm sitting here worrying about his feelings. Fuck you, David.
What? I know that did probably hurt his feelings a little bit saying that. So what I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go to his channel page and I'm going to comment on it from there. Because he's like putting some effort into making this video and it seems to be a decently long video. And yeah, okay. He should, you know, I should give him credit for that, for this view, right? I'm going to do it. But
that doesn't sound like trying to take views away from someone, does it? Huh. It's almost like he lied.
Only because I'm actually not an asshole.
Imagine that.
Hold on, guys. I'm pulling it up right now.
And just for proof, I'm going to put it right here. I did pull up his stream on his YouTube channel.
The whole Grab My Pussy Legal podcast is an interesting way to describe your video, but all right.
Look how fucking blurry my face is.
Guys. Sorry, I'm just pulling this up real quick. There you go. Me giving a view to David S. Gingras. And now, to make matters even worse, we're going to take a look at this. Cold hard proof that David S. Gingras lied. Here's me skipping over some of his video, which happened multiple times, and stating I didn't want to show those parts because I didn't want to take away from him telling his own personal stories on stream. I only wanted to comment on what's relevant to the ongoing legal cases and controversies. And this is pretty damning. He lied. And you'll see it right here. Because he says that I, played the whole video and was just trying to take, views away from him or whatever. All right, we started over.
She's not a very friendly cat, is she? She showed up in the backyard 5 years ago, and
so this is what I'm talking about. I don't want to view from him when he's just like talking about his cat or whatever, because I think the guy's sharing his life. Like I don't want to take that away from him, So I'm just trying to comment on the stuff that it feels right to comment on.
I'm going to come up with a better name. It's not a podcast.
Raise your hand if you think David actually watched this stream before making that complaint. Sit and spin, brother. You want an apology? You can suck it out of my dick. All right, before I get into the next part, let me make sure I catch up on these super chats. Again, thank you for Bruce. Thank you, Bruce, for the 5 gifted. The Magdalorian, 20 more from me. I hope you fight against these super buffoons. Thank you. I think I did read that one before. Deb McQueen, thank you for being a new member. I appreciate you. Lady Jane Dodo, thank you for the 5. Down with douche canoe, up with free speech. Yeah, well, he wouldn't really know anything about that. I think maybe tell me if I'm overplaying it here, but I'm pretty sure what I just showed you is damning evidence. Like that is ridiculous. And then Brad, thank you for being a member for 5 months. For the love of God, buy Tim Tams and bring them home or ship them. They are God gift to us all. Do you want some? I'll get you some. You have to send me your shipping address. Lauren referring to her dick made me laugh out loud, and people on the ferry turned to look at me. IB0093, so he's now threatening Lauren. Yes, he is going to take me to court. He alleges for up to $150,000 in damages for making a non-monetized stream commenting on his non-monetized video, which is not eligible for monetization. Yikes. Oh, Brad, I see. Thank you, though. Thank you. Okay. So, as you guys know, in the Owens versus Echard trial, Laura Owens claimed to be pregnant with boy-girl twins. Boy-girl twins. Can we go to court with you? Fuck yeah, go ahead. We'll see when it is, though. And I'm going to just point out a bunch of places here where we talked about how she said she had boy-girl twins. It made it into court filings, and we're gonna show, because behind the scenes, David Gingras has actually admitted that Laura Owens, did not get told by a doctor that she was having boy-girl twins, and that is super awkward. All right. Wink says, with no evidence, no ultrasound. That's correct. And thank you, mods, who are here in the chat today. All right, let me pull this up. I'm uploading a screenshot because I had to redact it. And I don't want anyone to get in trouble. So I'm not sharing their personal info. Okay, here we go. No, I don't want that. Claire A. Richards says, so in other words, she just admitted she lied. Yes. Correct. Special KL, he is not taking this anywhere. He has no choice because I'm not backing off. So as soon as I submit the counter, he has 10 days to either dismiss it, like he will let it go, or he can provide proof to YouTube that he is taking legal action against me. And we all know he doesn't have the balls to say he was wrong and to just drop it. So we're going to court. The guy's going to sue me, and I'm not going to take it lying down. Siskate100, thank you for the $2 super sticker. That's pretty cool. You're awesome. Okay. I don't know if there was a comment that was supposed to go with that. I didn't see it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I got to share the screen again. And I was not expecting this today. So, like, excuse me for being a little disorganized. But like I said, like, this came up and I was like, oh my God, is this real? Can I share this? And because I was not going to share this without permission from the source. So, let's see. This was on the Padlet. Somebody sent it to me. Okay. So this was a message from Dave Neal sent to Isabel Ronnie, who was part of Clayton's legal team, and then Megan Fox. And then you see here on the description, Laura tells Dave that her sonogram image and video are 100% real and verified. She denies that the 17-week, 0-day sonogram video that she shared with Reality Steve was hers. She tells Dave that the last imaging that she had was troubling because she thought the boy's profile looked weird, but the girls looked fine. And she said that the image was attached. Okay. Now, bear in mind, David's going to get real picky about wording. Okay? But don't worry. I got that covered. Okay? Laura says, okay, thanks. I would appreciate it. The last imaging I had was troubling to me because I thought the boy's profile looked kind of weird attached, but the sonographer didn't say anything. Guess I just don't know how to read these things, and I'm probably overanalyzing. The girls looked fine, which is hilarious because she tried to gaslight Greg Gillespie into thinking he just didn't know how to read ultrasounds. Okay. Did Greg send that to you, I'm guessing? Now, whether or not so we all know Greg Gillespie didn't hack her email and send anything as her, right? That's just objectively false. And the reason I can say that is because I know they won't sue me for defamation, because if they did, it would open her up to discovery and a lot of embarrassment. And also, yikes, David would be in some hot water too. Okay. So we know Greg did not actually send that. And then plus the wording here, like the words that she used, I thought the boy's profile looked kind of weird. The girls looked fine. So those are her words, right? So she's, again, saying she had boy-girl twins. All right, and then I'm going to show a couple more places where she says this, because I want to be very clear that she did say this. All right. I am the anonymous woman who has been labeled Clayton Echard's ex-fling. By yourself, by the way. You labeled yourself that. And also, David Gingras said in his recent video that they were in a relationship, so you know nothing he says is credible either. I'm accomplished in my own right, Laura. And I have no desire to gain notoriety from this, which is why I chose not to be named. Excuse me, you went to all the tablets. I haven't read this in a while, so it's like almost still baffling. Okay. He has refused to talk to me for a long time, with the exception of the occasional hurtful email. And she said here, all I wanted from him was communication to figure out a parenting plan for our unborn twins. Okay. So again, twins. And a doctor would have had to confirm that to her. Hold on, let me see down here. On May 31st, I had a pregnancy test done prior to a medical test. It was negative. I was still concerned that I was pregnant, wasn't on birth control. On June 1st, I tested positive. Clayton wouldn't believe me, so I decided to go to urgent care to get a test done. I figured he would believe it when there was official medical documentation. Contrary to what many have said, it was not on that day that I learned I was having twins. All that happened was I discovered I was pregnant. So the thing is, she in fact did say that she discovered she was having boy-girl twins. That is something she said. And then this is from Clayton's press release, which was, put out by Woodnick Law. Clayton Echard vehemently denies ever having intercourse with Laura Owens and her correspondence, part of the 500 pieces of communication that predicated the Maricopa County Superior Court granting an injunction against harassment against Laura Owens, confirms the same. Clayton immediately realized he did not want a relationship shortly after consensual non-intercourse encounter with Laura Owens. He promptly attempted to distance himself from Laura Owens, both personally and professionally. Five days after their non-intercourse encounter, Laura Owens started suggesting she may be pregnant. 6 days after that, she claimed she had confirmed she was pregnant. Within weeks, she claimed she was carrying twins, male and female. So she did, in fact, claim she was having boy-girl twins. Make no mistake. I know that he's going to try to gaslight you and say she didn't, but she did. And we all know she did. All right, and then here's another email. I think it's the same one that was sent to Dave. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, give me one second. Let me go back here for a sec.
Dude, shut up, phone. Sorry, guys. Had to check that real quick. Okay. Okay. And this is from a court filing. According to petitioner, the only individual who told her that she was having boy and girl twins was a medical provider to whom she texted a 6-week, admittedly altered sonogram. Despite medical science and medical experts stating that a sonogram can only determine the sex of fetuses with accuracy around 18 weeks, petitioner testified that an unnamed provider was able to glean from a 6-week tampered with sonogram that petitioner was pregnant with a boy and a girl. This alleged provider has yet to be disclosed, nor has the text exchange between petitioner and the provider, ostensibly because it does not exist. At the deposition, petitioner claimed she had a new phone and was unable to pull up records to confirm her increasingly ridiculous tale. I find that curious because she was able to obtain old voicemails from Michael Marraccini's mother. She seems like someone who holds on to things, and I sincerely doubt that she lost her old phone. And here we go. This was and this is important, guys, because this is a visit note from one of the providers that she saw, right? And it's important to show this because this is going to call into question her credibility about any medical condition of hers that she has reported to any doctor. Once we show this email where David Gingras admitted that she never was told that she was having boy and girl twins. Ms. Laura Owens is a 33-year-old female with a history of TBI, epilepsy, depression, and ADHD, not currently on ADHD meds during pregnancy, who is here to establish care with the epilepsy clinic. She is currently 22 weeks pregnant with twins, boy-girl. We will check a lamotrigine level, no baseline level available for comparison. Based off LTG level, we will adjust her LTG level if needed. So this here, they would not put this in a medical note because that's a very serious thing to do. You need to keep track of that stuff correctly. A doctor or a provider would not put this in a medical note unless she said for sure she was having boy-girl twins. It would be A, either they checked themselves, or B, she self-reported it. And if she's self-reporting it to a doctor to get it into these notes, then that's proof right there that she's committing fraud. And that's why she kept seeing various providers. You know, she didn't want tests done. She didn't want proof that she was pregnant with boy-girl twins because she knew she wasn't. Laura Owens lied about being pregnant with Clayton Echard's twins. And, I called David's bluff a while ago. But again, he did not sue me for defamation because that's the fucking truth. All right. Here's what you guys have been waiting for. 1 second. And remember, if you will, that David Gingras, offered to speak to anyone who would text or email him against probably his better judgment and lots of people's advice. But nonetheless, he decided to go his own way. So I've redacted the information of the person who sent this email. They did send it to me and give me permission to share it. So I will say this, there is a maybe 1% chance that, this is David and Laura trolling me, giving me some bait, but I'm pretty sure this is real. I'm 99% sure. And I'm allowed to say that, right? So let's take a look. Sorry, I'm giddy about this because this is just the stupidest thing this person has ever done. Okay. So this person asked the question about the boy-girl twins. How did she know that, or who diagnosed her? I will ask Laura if she wants to answer that directly, but if not, I'll give you her indirect response based on what she has told me. No one ever told Laura it was boy-girl twins. There is no medical record to support this because it wasn't something that a doctor told her, and she never claimed otherwise. Bitch, please. According to Laura, the sex of the twins was something she just felt. In other words, that wasn't a medical thing. It was kind of like when someone asks you what you think you're getting for Christmas, and you just guess a hippopotamus. This is a guess, a wish, not a medical fact. It is indeed not a medical fact, David. I will give you that. So no one ever told Laura it was a boy girl. That was something she just felt in her mind. Boy and a girl. Boy and a girl. What an idiot. BS, what about the sonogram video? It was a fucking lie. What an idiot. That's hilarious. And in the OOP hearing, she did in fact reference a boy. So she knew the sexes at that point if she was telling the truth, right? So there's proof that she lied. There you have it. And this man knew this because he's the one who wrote this email. He knew this. And despite saying that he would drop this client if she lied, he's been sticking around. Why? Well, somebody needs to pay his legal fees and his client can't do it. So he's going to try to rip me off for 150 grand that I don't have. And let me tell you, guy, you're never going to see more than like $7 or $8 of that shit. You're a fucking pussy. Stick by your word and drop your client. She's an abuser, a serial pregnancy faker, and if anyone is a rapist, it's Laura Owens. That's my opinion. Jim Schuler, he wants your love loves. Well, get in line, bro. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to catch up on these. Siskate, thank you for the $1.99. Karen Carson, thank you for the $2. Please wear the red sweater to court. I will too. You know what? I'll think about it. Jermaine Down, thank you for the $5. Reach out to Leonard French. He's a copyright lawyer with a YouTube channel. He should be a good resource for information. Thank you. That umbrella guy also sent me some stuff for me to look at. Thing is, I'm not going to submit anything probably until I get back to the States. I'm not in the States right now. So, but you know, David, if you want to serve me, I'm at Sofitel by the Darling Harbor. Fuck you. Okay. Dublin comes to Boston. Thank you for the $5. Pond Scum Posse, Mount Up. LOLJK douche canoe is a joke to the legal community. Jackie McClay, thank you for the $25 super sticker. You're awesome. David Gingras, by the way, guys, this is a parody account. At ampersand shift 2. Lauren can't stay. There's another meltdown at the casita. Hashtag she only lied a little bit. Thank you for the 5. Foxy, thank you for the $1 super sticker. You guys are awesome. Dublin comes to Boston. Thank you for the 10. There's no case DG should lose his license, and Laura Owens belongs in prison for fraud, and all orders against her victims should be closed immediately. I agree. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. That's not how it works. I wish it was, but I can say with certainty she lied. So, yikes, yikes, yikes. That's pretty bad, guys. That's pretty bad. Lauren, take your time. Let him keep digging. He will hand you the case. Well, I mean, he has, honestly. Like I showed you guys in the beginning of the stream, I did not do what he claimed that I did. I did not use anything for commercial purposes because I demonetized the stream. I did not direct people away from his stream. In fact, I said I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I was going to cite his original source. I skipped parts of his stream saying I did not want to take away from him telling his personal stories. So I did not show the whole video. Awkward. Really awkward, guys. Did you hear Love Love? Yes, you did, Michelle. Guys, this is absurd. Like, the fact that I'm going to be sued is absurd. It really is. I mean, this guy wants to take somebody to court who makes like an average of like $7 in ad revenue. Like, what the fuck, bro? And I demonetized the stream. Like, what a cunt. You should sue him for your lost revenue. Well, the thing is, I don't want to go to court. And my lost revenue is nothing to me because I demonetized it myself. It would have been like less than $10. Like, I don't fucking care, right? I don't care about the money. I care that, you know, somebody who's been abusing these men and giving women who have been abused a bad name and a harder time getting justice. I care that that person is exposed and that we talk about that. I care that that person does not exploit mental illness in order to get away with what she's done. I care that male victims of this kind of thing, people actually pay attention and listen to and believe them. I am afraid that in our, you know, kind of quest to empower women who have been abused, we have further isolated a small population of people who have been wrongly accused. And that is a lonely life. That is so sad. It's not okay. Honest question, I wonder what it's going to take for her to stop the BS. When are we going to get there? Dude, never. Never. The only thing that's going to stop it is if she goes to jail. And I don't totally, have faith that she ever will, but that's what's going to stop her. Because you can take her to a therapist, you can take her for a psych evaluation. They're not going to tell you anything like that she's not already heard, and she's not willing to accept help and admit her problems, so it will not change a goddamn thing. The only thing that might change what she's doing is the fear of going back to fucking jail. So yes, jail time is appropriate for these people. She is not delusional. She lives in the same reality as the rest of us. She's just fucking it left and right. And the court system is letting her. AKA the cat lady, thank you for the $2. I honestly don't believe he's going to sue you. Honestly, dude, I think he will. I think he will, because I don't think he actually listened to what I had to say. I don't think he was actually listening. If he did, he would know I was being like encouraging. I was being kind. I was being, open-minded, and I was trying to be somewhat, not even, I wouldn't even say complimentary. I would just say like, be somewhat, like I was giving some good criticism as well, like to his streaming and stuff like that. I was coming around, right? I was coming around because I thought maybe he really is just a dick in writing. Okay. But then he proved to me that I cannot listen to a word he says. He proved to me that he is not credible, just like his client. Okay? Because anything she says to a doctor now is not credible. Anything in her medical record is not credible. If it's in her medical history, she may have made it up. Like she made it up that she was having boy and girl twins to that medical practice that we just saw the email of. Holy shit. Hold on, guys. Let me catch up on these. Christian, thank you for the $10. Lauren, Defense Fund, the non-ridiculous, stand with you. Thank you very much. Lisa B, the entire reason, I think it's more messed up as the days go on. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Colton McCabe, thank you for the 5. Lauren, it takes real courage and fortitude to stand up and face down a bully like you are. You have real integrity, strength, and resolve. It's iron fire. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You guys have no idea how much that means, but I really am just like so sick of people getting away with stuff like this. Like it's not okay for people to be abusive and for people to bully people. Like it's not okay to use your license to scare people out of saying things that you don't like, out of doing things that you don't like. This guy probably thought, and honestly, he probably could have had a decent following on YouTube if he would have just stuck to like the facts and talking about, himself and his cat or whatever. And that would have been, something that could have actually gone well for him. And I was even trying to not criticize him, not put him down, not encourage people to stay away from him. So he took somebody who has been a harsh critic of him, who was trying to be, somewhat helpful, and he attacked that person. Not only that, but he lied when he did it. So you guys can see the tweets that he posted. You can see exactly where I showed you in the beginning of the stream. If you missed it, you want to go back and watch it, you should. You can see exactly where I did the opposite of what he's accused me of. And yet, he's going to sue me for $150,000. Why? Because he can't keep a paying client, apparently. What an asshole. I still can't believe that, dude. I was trying so hard to be a better person. I was trying so hard because, and I've said this in recent streams. I'm like, I don't feel good about the things that I've said about that man. I don't feel good about the names that I've called him. I feel like I made some mistakes, and I'm not happy about the person that I was when I said those things. But then I remembered why I did it, and now I'm not ashamed anymore because he's a fucking cunt. Claire A. Richards countersue. I will look into it, man. I will look into it. That's not going to happen when I get back to the States because I'm still here for a couple more days. It is only 11 a.m. here, and I got stuff to do at 1 o'clock, so I'm busy for the rest of the day after that. But I don't know. If they post their, video thing like they said they were going to do today, then I might do like a recap of it. I'm not going to show it. I don't think they deserve that. But, I will do a recap of it. It actually looks like they did post it. I don't know if anybody, downloaded it or whatever, but I know, some people are not going to watch this. I know he's probably going to say some awful things about Dave or maybe even me, and that's okay. That's okay because you don't have to listen to it. And frankly, neither do I, but I'm going to anyways. Why? Because it makes it easier for me to defend myself against him. What he did to Dave was not okay. What he did to me was not okay. And what he's doing to me is not okay. And you know what? I am trying to just move on with my life and take it one day at a time. And, know that there are people in my corner and not worry about it too much. If I lose, I lose. But I will have fought it. I'm going to try. I'm not going to sit down and let this guy bully people and say like, oh, I'm a free speech lawyer, but like only when I like it. You know what I mean? Like using a copyright strike, a false copyright strike, which he tweeted about before he did it. So it was premeditated and he was stupid enough to show that it was premeditated. Okay. Using your law license and your copyright law to bully people out of saying things that you don't like publicly, like, holy shit, man. You really need to take a second look at what you're doing with your profession. Like, he has some capability to do better. We've seen that. He chooses not to. Okay, I was encouraging it. I was encouraging him to do better because I was seeing it, but it wasn't real. All that showed me was that he's two-faced and he just wants attention right now because he has no other way to make money. You heard it from his own mouth. This law thing isn't working out. The guy's got a judge filing a bar complaint against him and a man that he tried to have arrested, that he tried to intimidate out of being a witness in Clayton Echard's case. Like, it's bad, dude. And he can say it's no big deal, but it's really bad. And I know that. Don't let him gaslight you into thinking that's not a big deal. Okay? The damn like button, all you lazy motherfuckers, all the best. Thank you, Rogue Mama, for that. Let me catch up here. Okay, Dubs, thank you for the 10 gifted. Holy shit, that's insane, dude. Thank you so much. That's very generous. That's a lot. I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you're a member of this channel, if you didn't see, I did post like a little members only thing from WentworthCon where it's like a 3-minute video of Daniel Cormack, who plays B, talking to Nicole De Silva, who plays Frankie. And they're pretty funny, talking back and forth to each other. It was just a short little thing, but I'll also be like posting some stuff on there about like my trip and showing some of the sites and stuff like that. I got a pretty nice view right now. And this is, guys, please remember I'm broke as shit. My parents pretty much paid for this for me. And they're very generous, but they're not responsible for me and my opinions. In fact, they disagree with me on very many things. So they're not responsible for paying any legal fees I might have. So David, just throwing that out there. But this is a very nice, like, oh my gosh, you can't even see it. You know what I'm going to do? Fuck it. We're taking a field trip. Hold on. This is not like using an iPhone. I have a big laptop. So this is the city side. God damn, you really can't see that. What can I do to make that more visible? Maybe that helps. You can kind of see the building behind me. Yeah, there you go. I'm trying to get a good angle. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the city side, right? And then let's go over here. I'm never going to live like this again, guys. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Let's see. And there's a harbor. That's a way better view. So it's pretty fucking sweet. So this guy can sit at his computer all day if he wants to and write up a lawsuit and, fuck himself afterwards because he's so pleased. But, I'm going to be okay no matter what happens. I got a good life. It's full of love and awesome things that he will probably never have because he's so bitter. And I do not feel sorry for him. All right, let me make sure I got all these chats, guys. Dublin comes to Boston. Thank you for the 2. LOL. Yikes. Karen Carson, thank you for the 5. We will come with cat urine soaked pennies if you ever want a dime from you. Oh, yeah. Okay. Colton McCabe, thank you for the 2. We're in this battle with you, whatever you need. Thank you very much. We'll worry about it when we get there. It'll be next week, probably. But for now, let's see. I should probably leave my hotel about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, you know what? I'll watch this thing and we'll talk about it. Like I said, I'm not going to show it, but I'll watch this video that they just posted and we'll talk about it. So I'll be back in let's say an hour. If you guys are still around, and if not, you can always watch it later. So Thanks everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Hold on. Spike says there were actually 2 guesses unsupported by any evidence that she was expecting twins at all and what their genders were exactly. And she said twins enough times that, like, hello. So stupid. Thanks everyone for the birthday wishes. I will be back shortly, and it'll probably be another short stream, guys, because I got stuff to do today. So like I said, it's early in the day today here. I was not planning on doing anything this morning. I was so tired from the weekend. But IB, thank you for the 10. Hang in there, Lauren. Try to enjoy your trip. I definitely will. I definitely will. This guy's not going to ruin my day. It's fine. All right. Thanks, everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.